I want to start by asking Ms. Potgieter a few questions. One would relate to the decision-making process flow at RAF. Now, let's speak to the issue of these accounting standards. And I need baby steps understanding. You said it was likely a decision of an executive meeting, which will then obviously make a submission to the board. I want to understand, because I need to understand what happened. In my own thinking, I think as a CFO, you would put a preposition to the executive management to say, given the circumstance A, B, C, D, and E, and as a person responsible for the finances, and the chief financial officer, this is what you are placing before the executive management to discuss. If you speak of such a matter, it would have not have popped up in the agenda randomly. It should have been purposefully put there with a briefing note or a proposal, and then it would be discussed and then made for recommendations to the board. But just take me through that, through the process flow of that decision from the time that it landed in the executive management meeting. Thank you. That's the first part.
Just to be sure, confirm.
Or a special meeting for the audit committee to make, you know, a compensation for the time frames you're speaking about. And also, at what point did you realize that you needed to go that route? Could you have not preempted it in time so that you are in compliance? Because I want to believe that there is one reasonable expectation when you issue an RFQ that you intend to source particular services. But number two, there's some certain cost effect to it. Say, for example, the board had decided otherwise. Those elements would have been problematic in my own thinking. Unless if you disagree with that, can I have your opinion? Thank you. Iba, you'll correct me if I am wrong. I heard you saying something like the CEO can or has done it before to appoint people to his office without a box, without a post in the office. And if my understanding is correct, can you just take me a bit through that? So, because my understanding of human capital processes does not cater for that. You can either second someone, or if it's a project basis, but you always, if you have to appoint them into that post, you make a provision for a temporary post so that you can attach a post ID or reference pay point and pay them accordingly, unless if their substantive posts remain. If they remain there and they're just seconded to your office for the purpose of a 3 months or 6 months exercise. But if it's going to be an appointment, which I may understand to be permanent or to be for a longer period, you need to then ensure that you have got a temporary box created with clear job descriptions, because you need to measure performance within that financial year, and you can't measure performance on the basis of the job they are not doing, which would be their substantive post. Can you just take me through that? How is this appointment facilitated where there is no box, but the CEO appoints to his office, and how is the payment of remuneration done in performance management?
No, thanks, Honorable.